The church has not gone missing in the book of Revelation. The church is made up of believers in Jesus Christ, and another word for that in the New Testament is saints. So let's start by looking at some of the descriptions of the Antichrist, who is also called the beast and the little horn. Revelation 13:7. Then the beast was permitted to wage war against the saints and to conquer them, and it was given authority over every tribe and people and tongue and nation. In Revelation 13:10, we're told if anyone is to be taken captive, to captivity he goes. If anyone is to be slain with the sword he must be slain. Here is a call for the endurance and faith of the saints. Revelation 14:11 has this message: there will be no rest day or night for those who worship the beast and its image, or for anyone who receives the mark of its name. This calls for patient endurance on the part of the people of God who keep his commands and remain faithful to Jesus. Then I heard a voice say from heaven, write this: blessed are the dead who die in the Lord from now on. Yes, says the Spirit, they will rest from their labor, for their deeds will follow them. Listen to how Satan the dragon is described. Then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to wage war against the rest of her offspring, those who keep God's commands and hold fast to their testimony about Jesus. Verse 11 describes Christians. They triumphed over him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. They did not love their lives so much as to shrink from death. Let's look at how Babylon is described. In Revelation 17:6, it says, and I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints, the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. When I saw her, I marveled greatly. Revelation 18:24, and there was found in her the blood of prophets and saints and of all who had been slain on the earth. Revelation 19:2, for his judgments are just and true. He has judged the great prostitute who corrupted the earth with her immorality. He has avenged the blood of his servants that was poured out by her hand. We also see glimpses of martyrs in heaven that are coming out of the earth from the Great Tribulation. Chapter 6 of Revelation, verse 9 says, when he opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain because of the word of God and the testimony they had maintained. They called out in a loud voice, how long, sovereign Lord, holy and true, until you judge the inhabitants of the earth and avenge our blood? Then each of them was given a white robe, and they were told to wait a little longer until the full testimony of their fellow servants, their brothers and sisters, were killed just as they had been. In the next chapter, we see a great multitude that comes out of the Great Tribulation. Chapter 7, verse 9 says, after this I looked, and there before me was a great multitude that no one can count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne and before the Lamb. They were wearing white robes and were holding palm branches in their hands. Then one of the elders asked me, these in white robes, who are they and where did they come from? Verse 14 says, I answered, sir, you know. And he said, these are those who have come out of the Great Tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. We also see several more glimpses of martyrs that are coming out of the tribulation, but I'll read one more. Revelation 15:2 says, and I saw what looked like a sea of glass glowing with fire, and standing beside the sea, those who had been victorious over the beast and its image and over the number of its name. They held harps given them by God. We even have references to this time in the book of Daniel that describes the Antichrist attacking the saints, which are Christians, God's people. Daniel 7:25, he shall speak words against the Most High, this is the Antichrist, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and shall think to change the times and the law, and they shall be given into his hand for times, time, and half a time. Daniel 7:21, this is the little horn. I kept looking, and that horn was waging war with the saints and overpowering them. We also see in Revelation 16 that the bowl judgments are specifically meant to avenge the martyrs. Revelation 16:6 says, you have brought these judgments, for they have spilled the blood of saints and prophets, and you have given them blood to drink as they deserve. And now for a happy one. Revelation 19:7 says, let us rejoice and be glad and give him glory, for the wedding of the Lamb has come, and his bride has made herself ready. Fine linen, bright and clean, was given her to wear. So hopefully this shows that there are Christians all over the book of Revelation, even if they're not specifically called the church.